Hello folks, welcome along to something completely different tonight. Completely different from what I'm used to anyway. So we're still sim racing, but we're not doing any driving tonight. This is F1 Manager 2022, which is awesome. I've been waiting for this to come out since the days of Grand Prix World. Used to play Grand Prix Manager 2 back in the day. And yeah, there's been a few F1 Manager titles have come out since then, but to me none of them have really been up to the kind of scratch of the classic kind of Grand Prix Manager titles. So, but this first official F1 management game to come out for quite a while, and yeah, I've been really enjoying it. So I've had a little play in this myself with like Ferrari, obviously being a Ferrari fan, but it was too easy. I was first and second in the first two races, which you might think is similar to how real life went until the wheels rather fell off Ferrari's season. But anyway, I thought I'd try to do something a little bit harder for the kind of live stream, or just having fun basically. I mean, I'm live streaming this, but I understand that some people might not be interested. They're tuning in to watch me drive cars, but hey, I'm going to be playing this anyway, so why not put it on YouTube and Facebook and all that, and if anyone wants to watch it, then they can. So I'm going to be managing the Aston Martin team, because I feel like that'll be quite a big challenge, and because Sebastian Vettel's pretty awesome. So yeah, where are we? Well, we're at Bahrain for the first round of the year. We've done all the kind of prep work coming into the weekend to set up a little bit of a development plan for the season, although we're struggling for resource really to turn around developments quickly. But anyway, we're here at the first race. We've been through practice. So we've been through practice 1, practice 2 and practice 3. It's not looking that good pace-wise, I have to say. We've kind of flattered Deceive a little bit. We can look at the practice reports here. So these kind of figures here, if you like, in the overview, just to explain a little bit. The more running you do in practice, the more acclimatized your drivers become with the circuit. So as you can see here, Seb's up at 100%. He's done enough running to be happy with the circuit in the car. Lance a little bit less, 95%. It's just, I think, basically just due to the driver's stats. I think he doesn't gain experience quite as quickly as Seb does. But 95% is still pretty good. We're at 88% car parts knowledge, so that's how comfortable the drivers are with the car and its current guise, all the bits we've got on it. And then setup knowledge, 97% for Lance and 95% for Seb. So we're done pretty well with the setup work, which means we get these performance bonuses. You can see at the bottom here, 14 out of 15 in both drivers. And at the right of the screen, you can see how that affects their base stats, so basically how good they are. So they're both running pretty well. As far as I can't bring up the results here, I don't think from practice, but we tended to run right at the back with the Williams, pretty much swapping positions with those. Although I did have them both taking it quite easy in practice, so they weren't running flat out. We're just trying to evaluate how long the tyres would go, etc. When we did do a couple of quali style runs, Seb actually ended up 5th and 6th-ish. Lance was 7th or 8th type thing. But again, I wasn't going flat out. I didn't ask them to push flat out, but did ask them to deploy a little bit more energy and drive a little bit harder. So I think we may have flattered to deceive. If the headlines show the Aston Martins in 5th and 6th, I think we might be flattering to deceive a little bit there. So compound performance, we're looking at a 2-stop race expectancy here. Although when we're on the kind of we are able to make the tyres last a bit longer, so we might try something interesting with strategy. We'll see. Depends how qualifying goes. So yeah, let's just jump into qualifying, which is now the next thing up. So here we go. We're happy enough with the cars. We're going to put them out obviously on soft tyres. I found in testing that the softs are lasting for 2 flying laps, so I'm going to go for 2 flying laps with a cool down in between. At least for the first run. We might have to come out again, probably, and do a 1 lap run at the end if we have time. But let's go with 2 flying laps to start with a cool down in between. Oh, so button. Check that's right. 2 flying laps, 2 flying laps. Right. Yeah, stick with me while I learn what buttons do what. Hi Sonia, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hi. Start qualifying. Right, let's go. Let's head to, and we're going to manage you obviously. Let's head to qualifying in Bahrain. See what happens.
Radio check, Lance. Radio check.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Green light. Green light.
I do love the fact that they have the actual recordings from the actual drivers and engineers in this. It just kind of helps to add a little bit of immersion. Right, so as one of the back of the field teams, if you probably head out soonish rather than trying to get a clear lap in. I think if we have a look at, it's not going to tell us that, is it? We've got strategy view, yeah, so we can see here in the strategy view the expected traffic as the session progresses. So we're going to be doing our lap times. Let's just hang about for a bit, shall we? What's the conditions like at the moment anyway? Again, bear with me while I navigate things. Yeah, so the temperature, chance of rain, that is, isn't it? Nothing's really changing through the session. Track's 33 degrees. Not sure if that's going up or down or not. Doesn't seem to tell me if it's getting warmer or colder. But you'd imagine as we go into the night here, things will cool down slightly. Let's have a look. Send Lance out, I think now, a bit of a gap. Again, because we're doing the 2 flying laps, we can afford to go out quite early and still get the best of the positions. Let's send Seb out there. Here we go then. Drivers on the out laps. So it's follow lads, you have this automatic mode, so usually in races you can control the drivers, how much ERS they use, how much hard they push, etc. But in qualifying, we just leave them to do their own thing, because, you know, if I was driving in qualifying, I wouldn't want my manager coming on the radio and telling me what to do all the time. I'd like to think he would trust me. So, yeah, let's trust them. Some temperature in the tyres there from Lance. So really we're just hoping now that somebody doesn't come out the pits right in our way for flying laps. Who else on track at the moment? We've got, I think I saw Ricardo coming around. Yep, Ricardo's starting his lap now. And is that one of the Red Bulls? It's not Verstappen. No, it's Perez. So Perez is on track as well. Hi Dad. Thanks for checking in. Sit back and relax. Hopefully this is like watching the actual the actual race. Except we don't have the good commentators, you've got me. Anyway, here comes Lance, is it, to start his lap. Across the line, let's go on board for a lap, shall we? This first quality lap. I noticed a little bug in the game. You'll notice that the start finish straight lights are in red. Obviously they shouldn't be in red, they should be green because the session's live, but presumably the developers will fix that with a patch at some point. Let's have a quick look at sector time. So Ricardo's going green sector 1, Perez is obviously going faster than that, we'd expect that. I think Lance is the next one round, so let's see if we can go. It's a green first sector, so that doesn't really tell us much at the moment. Seb starting his lap as well. Yeah, thanks Sonia, good luck, cheers. And Perez is purple in sector 2, so yeah, we fully expect Perez to go quickest here. First the Red Bulls. I think the Red Bulls were first and second in the final practice, to be fair. I think it was Red Bull from Ferrari, so expecting, much like last weekend at Spa, for this to be Red Bull on top, but let's see. So Ricardo goes P1 initially. Perez immediately trounces that. Let's have a look at the lap times. 31.5 from Perez, 33.0 from Ricardo. What can Stroll do his first lap out of the pits? Plenty exit curve there. .9 slower than Ricardo, not ideal, but let's just wait and see. Let's go on board with Seb. Oh, Let's go with that camera, I like the shoulder cam. Coming down into the final corner, keep it neat and tidy. Seb's been pretty flawless so far in testing. Stroll's made a few mistakes, a few run wides, a few lockups, but hopefully that's all his mistakes done, and he's not going to do that in the race. 34.5, a slow lap from Vettel there in his first effort, so not ideal straight out the box. Let's let them warm up. The tyres, charge the battery up, and hopefully get, so everyone's starting to pile out now. Who have they got on track? I think one of the Alpha Tauris is coming around to finish their lap. Maybe Gasly? No, it'll be Tsunoda. I think Tsunoda was out early enough, so let's see what he's going to chalk up on the board. Oof, P3, so that's jumped ahead of us again. Just off of behind Ricardo. Quite a bit faster than us. Again, we do have these 2 flying laps, so we are carrying a little bit more fuel probably than others. Let's hopefully improve. That looks like Norris coming around to complete. No, it's not. It must be Ricardo. Ricardo? Oh no, he's in. I thought he was doing 2 flying laps as well there. Albon comes across the line. That's to start a lap. Is that Latifi behind him? Yeah, here's Latifi behind him. Somebody's locked up somewhere. Oh, it's Latifi locked up. Oh, and he's going to ruin Lance. Oh no! Ruin the start of Lance's lap. A disaster. What a disaster. Latifi, seriously. Ah, no, here comes somebody at the pits as well. Oh, this is going to get sad. Let's keep an eye on the sector times. If Lance is slow in sector 1, then we'll know to just pull him in and abandon this effort. Seb's just coming into the final corner now. He looks like he's okay for traffic at the moment. And Stroll doing sector 1, looking for a green sector time up here. It's only yellow. Let's look at the Seb starting his lap. He's clear in traffic, I think. I think there's an Alpha Tauri in front of him, but hopefully he's going to let him by. No, he's not clear of traffic. It's a mess. So, first mistake is team principal, sending them out for 2 flying laps because there is traffic everywhere. See what Stroll's second sector's like. He's going to catch somebody else in here. I'm going to have to pull him in, I think. Personal best in the second sector, but how much did he lose in the first sector? 20.7. 34.1, no, he's never going to pull that back. Call him in. Yeah. Seb's just in traffic, so I mean, he's done a personal best first sector, mind you. Let's wait and see what Seb's second sector's like. If he's going to improve, then we might keep him out. He is in traffic, but he doesn't seem to be getting held up. That's the green from Seb, so we'll maybe let Sebastian finish the lap. And see if we can improve slightly. So let's Stroll back in the pits. Let's just watch Seb across the line. Let's see. Hopefully we get a green final sector as well. Yep. But he hasn't actually improved position any. Ah, it's 34.1. So yeah, not great first runs there. Let's have a look at Lance's car, get a new set of softs on him. I think we're just going to go for the 1 flying lap next time. And yeah, not going to, obviously can't touch the setup now because we're in Bar Fermi, but the setup's pretty good, so it doesn't think it needs it. Oh, cancel, no, we don't want to do that. So, new tyres. 1 flying lap, confirm. We've got 8 minutes left in the session. I think we won't try and do anything else clever, we'll just hang about until the end of the session and try and get a good lap in. This might be a short qualifying, as I say, I wasn't expecting to get out to Q1, but well. You never know. Where are we? So some drivers still set laps at the moment. Sainz is not set a lap time yet. Out of sync. Norris as well. Slightly out of sync. I presume they're doing... Yeah, Sainz went purple in sector 1. So he's in a flyer. Who else is doing laps? Bottas is doing personal best. Well, it's his first lap, of course, so you'd expect that. So it's now only green in the second sector, purple sector 1. So well, let's see what he can do. Leclerc sitting on provisional pole at the moment from the 2 Red Bulls. I missed that in all the excitement trying to manage my own cars. Oh, traffic there for Carlos in the final corner. Was that not for Verstappen, I think? Oh, it's got to be a penalty hit in Verstappen's way for that one. I don't think that happens in the game. Sainz only P10. Only P10 for Carlos. Norris not setting any effect. It must have been an outlap, so I think these guys, Norris, Ocon and Magnussen, must be completely out of sync as far as when they're running.
Bastion pit lane.
Save into the pits as well.
Copy. He's pitting with it.
So, people have set laps. So Zhou has had a bad lap. He must have had traffic. A 154. That's not representative at all. Well, that was the last lap. Sorry, that's not the interval. Oh, it shows Zhou's times stand. Okay, so Stroll's actually not too bad effort there to get ahead of one of the Alfa Romeos as well as the Williams. Let's have a look at Seb. Get some fresh tyres on there. One flying lap. Confirm that. So, 6 minutes left to go in the session. I'm going to be expecting cars to be on track, expecting cars to come out right at the end for, what's that? Is that like 2 minutes or something? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, no, it's not 2 minutes, a minute and a half maybe those divisions are. So, I'm going to be, the thing is you don't want to go too early because then you end up in a flying lap when everyone else is on their out lap, which would be a disaster, but maybe if we... I think we'll just try and leave it to the last minute. You go out too early and we just end up with traffic. So let's just leave it. But what we'll do is we'll speed up the time a little bit, although it should be, for immersion we should be watching all this live, but we'll speed up the time a little bit here. Where are we? Actually Stroll, after all... So here's, yeah, Norris is in his lap. These guys are really late in setting lap times, Norris and Magnussen. Lando P7, as we'd expect, and Magnussen has jumped up to P7 again, so he's just pitched. That's a good time for Magnussen actually in the Haas. So where are we? So Stroll 17, Vettel 18th at the moment, in the drop zone, kind of as expected. But alright, let's speed up time a little bit here. Watch everyone zipping around. Minutes to go. Here they come for the final runs then, so we just need to pick a space. Oh, lots of traffic coming out straight away. Oh, it's very busy. 2 minutes 50 to go. Let's follow a Red Bull. We're surely not going to be held up by a Red Bull. And should have gotten Stroll into some space there. There's a Mercedes coming down the pit lane. I don't want to try and jump in between that two. No, the Alpha Tauri's done it. Here's the Ferrari, 2 minutes 30. Let's try and get out just after this McLaren. Now it's probably the last car to be fair. Let's go. 2 minutes 22 should be enough for Vettel to get round hopefully. There's a... It's an Alfa Romeo in front of us and a Haas behind us, so we should be okay with that. Hopefully they'll find enough space. How is it looking from Stroll's point of view? So let's go on board. Ahead looks clear. Yeah, he's got good gap ahead. And nobody behind, so Stroll's in a nice bit of space there for a good lap. If we go with Seb, good gap behind. There's a little bit of a worrying gap in front, but hopefully in the out lap they'll all be sensible and go about the same speed and won't catch Indy. it's one of the last ones across the line. So how's the grid looking? So Leclerc on pole, provisional pole at the moment from Perez and Verstappen. So Perez got the edge at the moment. Hamilton sneaking up there in P4 from the two Alpines, and then Magnussen. Impressive lap from him. Norris, Russell splitting the two McLarens. Oh, somebody's locked up on the right lap. Sector 1, that's a Haas, I think. There's a Haas in turn 1.
Was that a lock-up on
Yep,
the track?
Schumacher. That's going to ruin his lap, so Mick's not going to improve from P15. So, Stroll onto his lap. Let's go and look at some sector times, try and follow this, shall we? So, we're getting green personal best in first sectors. Up ahead of us there. But every time you see a green bar, it means we're going personal best. Somebody's going personal best, so looks like Seb's got a nice gap in his lap as well. Let's have a quick check. Yep, there's nobody in front there. Nobody in front. Let's stick on board with Seb for his lap. Stroll's gone green in sector 1. Good. Verstappen purple in the first sector. I think Leclerc's further down the pecking order though. And I think Sainz, yeah, Sainz is still across sector 1 as well, so lots of cars come through. Perez just green in the first sector. Stroll's gone green, yep, as I said. Here's some Seb for his first sector time. Leclerc only yellow in the first sector. Vettel's gone green as well, good stuff. So we're all doing personal best so far. Hey Dave, how you doing? Something different from me tonight. Oh, Verstappen sector, purple in sector 2. This is awful reminiscent of Spa at the weekend. Purple, purple, purple. Right, Alonso's finished, he's in P5. Mick's finished, he hasn't improved obviously. Ricardo, oh they're flying across the line now. Leslie Perez in P2 there, he's finished, he's not going to go any faster. Somebody's gone purple, and is it Leclerc purple in the middle sector despite being, no, here's Lance going to cross the line. What can we do with Stroll as it crosses the line? Oh, we're in! 14th! What a lap! Good lap. Good lad, good lad. You can take that off of us. Zhou and Vettel, 2 to cross the line so far. I think, oh, Stroll's right on the cusp. So, depends what Zhou's doing. Zhou's in front here. Zhou is going to cross the line and go. Oh, he's well up. Stroll's out. What can Seb do? Oh, 16th. Oh, on the cusp. It was a yellow final sector from Seb. So 16th and 17th. And we're both out. Both drivers eliminated, but 16th and 17th, so we weren't last. I'll take not last. It was my first season in charge of Aston Martin. Where do we get then? So Leclerc took the pole from Verstappen by what, 1,000th of a second? Oh my god. Carlos managed to stick it third from Perez. Good battle at the front there. Then a 10th or so back. So where are we? Where did oh, we actually beat both Williams. So. Actually, you know, despite not making it into Q2, we should be pretty happy with that. And to be ahead of both Williams, because in practice, as I say, we're kind of trading lap times with them, so yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that, to be fair. And Mick obviously had his lock up in the last lap, so okay. We can work with that.
The grid is packed, so there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprises in that. It's race day.
Aston Martin were on target for qualifying. Now it's up to them to defy expectations for the race itself. AlphaTauri did rather well in qualifying. Let's see if they can manage to achieve a strong start for the race itself. The weather is beautifully clear tonight, which is one less problem for the teams to face. Of course, that doesn't take anything away from the unpredictability of this race.
But which team has perfected the strategy that will see them prevail today, here at the Bahrain Grand Prix?
Here we go then. Let's have a look at strategy for the race itself. So it's going to be dry, I think, all night. We are in the middle of the desert, so yeah, hopefully we don't have any issues with that. So where are we? 16th and 17th on the grid. Let's have a look at the strategies. So the team suggesting strategy A tends to be the fastest option. So we're looking at 2 softs, but I don't think. What tyres do we have available anyway? I've got one. We have 2 new sets of softs, so we could work that strategy. We've got 2 new sets of mediums and a new set of hard, so we've got plenty of tyres available. Oh, I don't want to put Hulkenberg in the car now. Golf bounce. Yeah, so again, 2 softs. 2 mediums, a hard. So we've got lots of options in strategy. It's whether we go. I think we can make what we could do. We could try starting on or further down. So starting on softs. You'd rather try and hang on. I think if we started on the, let's try and add a new strategy. Let's try starting on the mediums to give ourselves more options and see how far we can get the tyres on. Let's see if we can. If we lowered the pace target a little bit, how far could we stretch this? And if we then went on to the hard, oh, it would be. If we did the whole race on easy pace, we could maybe went a one-stop work. Oh, I don't want to chance that. How about we chance it and see? Yeah, let's chance it with. Oh, I've just undone that. Wonderful. Right, so medium, low pace, bin that one, onto the hard for the second stint, and we bump this up to. Oh, can we get to lap 28? 27's optimum. So this line here is the tyre wear, and the line is where you basically drop off the cliff. So if we ease it out to lap 27, and then we can ease it out to the end, we could make a one-stop work, but it'd be guys slow. Anyway, let's create strategy D and go with that to start for Seb. Lance, I'm less confident in his ability to keep things alive, but we might go strategy A, but start on the mediums instead. Actually, yeah. No, tell you what. Let's do strategy that we don't add stints. Let's do that strategy with the long tyres stroll, since he's starting further down the grid. Oh, let's bin that. So we'll go strategy D with Lance, and then with Seb, since he's starting, he's the car that's ahead, so it would make sense for him to be able to push a bit harder. So if we go for strategy A, maybe start on the mediums and then go to the softs, so it gives us the option. It gives us the option of extending the stint if we need to, or if we get a safety car or something. There's quite a high safety car chance here, so medium soft for Seb with a higher pace target, and medium hard for Lance and a lower pace target. What we've got, car setup's fine, fuel, so we can't. With Seb, I think we'll just go for the maximum fuel, just so he's got plenty of fuel to do we want to. How much lap 55.7? It's a 57 lap race. So I can't actually make it to the. Oh, lovely. So we can't actually make it to the end on 110 kilos of fuel with this car. Again, with not something I encountered in the Ferrari playthrough that I did, because we got to the end easily and I could underfuel. But with the Aston Martin, we're going to have to lift and coast at some point. So, okay, fair dues. Lance, because you're going to be doing more lift and coasting, let's give you a bit of more of a hill to climb. Yeah, let's be aggressive with underfueling Lance and see how we can get on. Driver options. Let's start by deploying being aggressive, and maybe we'll turn that down after a lap or so. Fuel usage. Yeah, so we're starting off aggressive, but yeah, we'll need to tone that back pretty quickly. Right, let's go. Strategy set. Let's see what we can do.
It looks like clear skies tonight, with the drivers now in their grid positions. And there's Sebastian Vettel. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish.
Podium? That's
There's Lance Stroll, down the grid. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. Will their hard work pay off today?
Yeah, I think a podium's stretching it, Crofty. At least we'll be
And
very
this
lucky
is
to
it.
get there. Here we go then.
Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's
Oh, it's a long hold.
And away we
It's a
go.
long hold. Let's focus on the leaders at the moment. See who's going to get the lift in turn 1. Verstappen's off very well. Verstappen's going to take the lead, I think, in the turn 1. He does indeed. Where's our guys? Back in the pack here. It's all just very slow and sedate, but that's fine. Rather than hit Indy. Verstappen stealing the lead at the start. That's a story for the top end of the Grand Prix. We are 16th and 17th still, so we're just as you were, which is fine. All over the back of Tsunoda at the moment. He's looking for a spot, I think, here, but everyone's just so... Oh, he's pulled out. I don't think we can get him into here, Seb. It's not going to happen. Right. Lance, let's just knock your ERS and you're driving back again. You do have to start taking it easy.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah.
Yep, take it easy. Sebastian's looking quite racy, so we'll leave him a bit more aggressive. I mean, he is in the more aggressive strategy, of course, as far as fuel and things go. Somebody's run wide. Who was that? Wasn't us, thankfully. Wasn't India ahead, was he there? Oh, it was Schumacher. End up in a DRS train here. That's the problem, moving so far down the back. That's so close, but he just doesn't have the confidence to make a move. Let's just kick back a little bit until the DRS starts kicking in.
Get back up. Copy.
How's Stroll hanging on? He's just about hanging on. He's got a mix kind of hovering around about him at the back, but Verstappen's still in the lead out front. Let's have a look at the front. Oh, but he's got Leclerc right on him. Is that Perez has jumped Sainz as well? So the two Red Bulls have jumped the two Ferraris up front, and I think the top four are away from Bottas in P5. Cracking start from him. He's holding Hamilton rather up, I would imagine, behind. And Russell behind that. Keep an eye on our guys back here. Still starting to come under a little bit of pressure here from Mick.
DRS enabled.
DRS enabled this lap. Let's just push the tyre a little bit more, Lance.
Push more.
See if we can just stretch this gap a bit, because Mick's going to be... Oh, he's going to be coming through soon if we're not careful. Take the side into turn 1, but oh, he's going to go around the outside. Oh, he's thinking about it. A lot of soft tyres I'm seeing round about us as well here, with Mick's got the DRS now, Schumacher's got the DRS, so it might be a sitting duck here into turn... whatever that is, 5. I don't have the corner numbers. No, live to fight another day, thankfully. Right, how are we on? Yeah, so literally everybody started on the softs apart from us, so complete counter strategy to the rest of the field. This will be why we're struggling a little bit as well, to be honest. Taking the harder tyre. Lance is... As much as I don't want to lose the position to Schumacher, he's going to have to start looking after his tyres a bit here if we want to make this one stop work. Sebastian looks like he's struggling now. Yeah, just struggling with pace a little bit. Oh, having said that, I mean, are we really racing Schumacher? I mean, we're ahead of them, but it's really the Williams we need to keep an eye on, and they are thankfully holding each other up. Latifi has gotten ahead of Albon. It looks like he's holding them up a little bit, so that's good for us, because we're just trying to beat them and pick up any other little things that might occur in the back. Lance looking for a move on Sebastian here, but nope. Perez with the fastest lap up the front. Just that lead quartet break away from the back. Oh, it's all getting a bit crazy here, guys. We're starting to hold each other up a little bit. Loth to jump in with team orders at this time, at this stage of the race. I might have to. Lance is the one that seems he's got more pace at the moment. Although of course the DRS is helping. He's going for the move this lap then, looks like he's going to get him in DRS, yep. Okay Stroll, if you've got the pace, let's see you use it. Oh, Leclerc took the lead, when did that happen? I missed that. Leclerc's taking the lead from Verstappen as we go into start lap 5. Although yeah, it could have been under DRS, he's gone defensive into turn 1, Verstappen with the DRS going to try and go around the outside. No, oof. Oh, somebody's run wide again. Somebody keeps running wide. Who is it?
Oh, they've run wide.
That was Schumacher again. Lots of mistakes, this young Mick. Got Vettel back in front again, so yeah, it just seems to be DRS train that we're in here. What are our lap times compared to the guys in front? Yeah, we're slow. Verstappen, Ricardo was about a second quicker last lap. Was he dropping back? I think he might be dropping back, so Noda's got ahead of him now. Albon getting ahead of Latifi, so let's see what kind of pace they can pull out. Now they've swapped around positions. The Stroll's fuel is saying plus half a lap now, so despite the fact it looked like he was massively under-fueled, looks like he's pulled it back. Seb's the one with a minus 0.8, so... Oh, this battling's crazy. I think we're going to have to intervene at some point here and stop these two from squabbling, because we're just slowing each other down. This is silly. Okay, Seb's strategy is the more aggressive of the two, so... Somebody else locking up in sector 1 this time. Oh, we've got a replay. Oh, did have a replay. Oh, it was Verstappen! There's a crash! There's a crash! Several cars! Well, let's watch the replay. This could shake things up. Oh dear. Leclerc in front, Verstappen going around the outside, Perez in behind. Oh, he's locked up and he's hit the back and he's taken them both out! Oh no! Verstappen and Leclerc both. And did Verstappen, I think Verstappen had damage. Verstappen's got a penalty, I think, that just came out. Yeah, competitor penalty. So Verstappen, front wing damage and a penalty there for the contact with Leclerc. That's given Perez the lead of the race. Oof, it's all kicking off at the front. No safety car to worry about. It was a better lap from our guys. 41.1s. Noda ahead being a 41.0. How's our strategy looking pace-wise? So, yeah, both tyre lines are on where we're targeting. So far, the pace looks good. Tyre usage, tyre wear looks good. Sainz is just taking the lead of the race down the back straight. I think that must have been under DRS. Right, that's Vettel back in front again. Right, we're going to have to step in here because Mick is just lurking there. So don't fight your teammate, lads. Let's play the team game a little bit here. Oh, and here comes Schumacher. Oh, that was close. So Verstappen's in to serve his penalty, presumably. And oh, he was changing the nose. Oh, now they've got a 5-second penalty, so they're waiting 5 seconds before they can do anything. Are they changing the nose or just the tyres? No, they're not changing the nose, are they? Something's happening. It's a slow stop. They might have changed the nose. Yeah, they did. The game doesn't have an animation for changing the nose yet, obviously. But yeah, they've changed the nose. So wow, Verstappen right to the back straight away with some contact. All kinds of shenanigans. Sainz has the lead of the race, but yeah, Perez is all over him. Let's see if we can get Stroll to drive in clean air as well. To try and cool the car a little bit. I think if I go to the eye, it'll reduce wear, yeah, which is what you do. So let's try and get Lance to drive in some clean air. Oh, here comes Schumacher on him, looking up the inside. Let's go back. Yep, Schumacher's going to get him. It's only a matter of time, I think.
What?
Yeah, what? Oh, it mixed on an absolute charge. He's just taken Vettel as well. Oh, me.
Haas with an overtake.
Yep. A cracking move from Mick, taking 2 drivers and 2 corners. DRS assistant, of course, but still.
With an overtake there.
Yeah, I don't want to watch the replay of me losing positions. Thanks very much. Let's try and just stick onto the back of Mick. You don't need to worry about clean air anymore, Lance, because you're out of it. So what was Williams doing behind this? Last lap, 41.4 from Seb, 41.7 from Latifi, who is still battling with Albon. It's about time that Williams kicked in and stopped those two fighting, I think. 42.2 from Albon. Schumacher immediately into the 39.7, so yeah, we weren't going to keep up with that for that much longer. How are people's tyre life looking? So our mediums are 81, 82%. Is there a bit of a battle going on here? I think there is. Oh, yeah. DRS assistance. Seb's managing to fight back to Mick. Don't hate each other, please, guys. Like you did in, was it Miami? In real life, where they tripped over each other. Yeah, so we're tyre. I mean, some of the guys, Norris is down to 67%. A lot of the lead runner are 66%. So tyre wear good, still in the 80s. I think if Mick has a good pace here, we can perhaps tell Vettel to back off the pace a little bit. Maybe do some harvesting.
Back a bit.
Yeah, copy.
Harvest some energy in his DRS, and maybe just use the slipstream and the DRS from Schumacher to maybe drag us along a little bit without attacking too much, because if we're just sitting behind him attacking, we're going to slow us both down. Yeah, our tyres are down to 79% already, so see if we can just stay in DRS zone. It might just help to pull us up. And use the opportunity to charge the battery back up as well, so we've got plenty available for later in the race. And the lap times, look at that last lap round. 41.2, 42.2, 41.8, 41.8 for the two Williams, so Lance's pace could be a little bit higher, Seb's pace is good, but again I think that's because he's effectively getting pulled along in the DRS. But you know, that's good. Let's just hang on. It's a pity Lance dropped so far back actually. Maybe that was my fault for telling him to drive in clean air. Let's go on board for some laps, will we? More sedate. Sainz looks like it's pulling their way up front, doesn't it? No, still half a second, 3 seconds back to Leclerc, but that's sitting nicely there in P4, still holding those Mercedes behind him. They're right on him, 2 tenths. So, strategy wise, we're still a long way from our predicted first stop. So when were the first stops predicted for the soft runners? Was it round about lap 16, 17 type thing? So probably not too far away for the pit windows now. So we've got 2.7 back to Lance, just outside of DRS now. And I think we've probably finished charging the ERS, so we can probably start deploying that a little bit more if we get fully charged here. Yeah. Yeah, DRS in neutral now, Seb. Let's use a bit more battery. Try and just stay in that DRS zone. That's going to be key, I think, to get ahead here, is just hanging on to the shirt tails of Schumacher, so to speak. Stroll, you're dropping back a little bit. But we are on an easier base set, and again, we're just trying to make these tyres last. Try to play the long game. So yeah, tyres, but in fact, Seb's tyres are actually looking better than expected. There is that option again for us to extend Sebastian's stint if he's going to be very kind to the tyres and maybe make a one-stop work. The cars did work well in the hard compound in practice 2. We did a lot of practice on the hard compound in practice 2, and the pace was good. I mean, you know, relatively good. We were still pretty slow, but for us it was good. Perez is taking the lead. I'm missing all this action up there. Oh no! And there goes Sainz! Back ahead. They're swapping positions. I think Leclerc's probably catching them, is he, as well? He's only 3 seconds off the back despite that spin earlier on, despite the contact. No, last laps were... Comes Perez again, but no, he can't do anything. Lots of action at the front. It's been a good race to watch if I wasn't so invested in 16th and 17th. So Vettel's last lap slightly quicker than the mix. Again, 40s, 1 minute 40s are fine. That's kind of pace we want to have. Or Verstappen's making his way through the Williams now. So 1 minute 40s are fine if we
Okay, suggest lift and coast.
Copy.
So we're just asking Seb to lift and coast a bit more. Again, if you can hang on to him while saving fuel, saving tyres, it's going to work very well for our strategy later on in the race. 41.8 for but a 42.2 for Latifi. So again, as long as Stroll, I don't think we've got the same pace as Vettel, but as long as he's still lapping faster than both Williams behind, I'm reasonably happy with that. Remembering that again, we are trying to make the one-stop work here. Still in DRS, yep, despite lifting and coasting, that's good. Yeah, just like real F1, any opportunities that we've got to lift and coast or charge the ERS system, really need to take them. I don't think there's an option to not fight for position. Is there? I don't really want to slow myself down by fighting Verstappen too much here. Take off a don't fight teammate one. Don't need that anymore. Oh, that was interesting. Never seen this screen before. Yeah, so we've got live timings of where the cars are. I mean, I think Verstappen should walk by us anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of a... They put Verstappen in the hards, did they, at his pit stop, so... As you would, I suppose, have an accident that early in the race. We should probably do some pit stop... safety car planning at the moment. The safety car came out at the moment. I doubt we'd get to the end in hards, but it'd be worth a try. Probably. Look at Seb's tyre management actually. This is going superbly well from his point of view. Definitely can make the one-stop work, I think, from Seb.
Stay cool, man. You did a good job.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not too fussed if Verstappen got by us there, obviously. He's not in our race at all.
Red Bull gained a place.
Yeah, don't get too excited, Crofty. It's just an Aston Martin. Perez has the lead again, I see. But for how much longer? Carlos Sainz again. No, he's not going to get the overlap this lap. Leclerc struggling to pull them in as well. I wonder if he got any damage in that turn 1 incident. You can see anything on board. Rear wing looks fine. It was his rear that took contact, wasn't it? Car looks okay. The team will know, obviously. Just dropping back a little bit here. Are we still on the DRS zone? Yep, DRS, the wing's open. That's good. As long as we're hanging in the DRS zone, we're saving laps of fuel here. We're 4 laps over on our fuel delta, which is very good. So we're at -2, so we'll need to do some more lifting close to him at some point. If we can again find a car to tag onto the back of, that'd be good. Stroll's laps 140.8 odd. The Williams are doing 42s. It's very good pace for Lance at the moment. I'm liking this. 40.8 and 40.6. It's good lap times. Let's get the feeling that, I mean, the DRS is keeping us on with Mick, but we're so backed off of Vettel's pace at the moment. Get the feeling that in clear air we might be the quicker car. How are the tyres looking for everyone? Mixed tyres at 55%, Vettel's at 69, Stroll's 70. Lap 13, still no action in the pit lane yet. Sainz looks like he's got a little bit of a... It looked on the driver tracker like he had a bit of a gap to Perez, but of course as soon as you get to the straight, the DRS will pull Perez back in again. Can he make it on the outside? Looks like it. Yep, there goes the Ferrari. Another swap of position. Schumacher looking back. There is Sebastian. And Verstappen's starting to. Verstappen's got the fastest lap already. He's starting to pull in these two, obviously. How are their lap times? All about the lap times. So 40.6, 40.5, 38.8 for Verstappen, 41.4 for Stroll, 41.3 for Albon. Somebody's locked up somewhere. Don't see it coming up.
Seems to have been a lockup.
That was Tsunoda in turn 3. Not really in our. Well, he is the next driver ahead of Schumacher, I suppose, but they're quite the distance ahead. So Albon now starting to unleash a bit of pace in the Williams, but there is a gap with the intervals, so he's about 6 seconds behind Stroll, so got a bit of time to play with there. Here comes Verstappen. Now if he'll go by so quickly because we're in a bit of the DRS train here with Schumacher in front. Yeah, he's got so much more speed in the corners, isn't he? Wonder if we'll get him here or if we'll have to wait until the DRS. Verstappen hasn't opened his DRS for some reason, but he's still fast enough, I think. Is he? No, he's not. DRS not open there. I wonder if they got some kind of DRS issue. Oh, and it's like, oh, that was too close for comfort, I think. Just let him go. Just let him go safe. Whew. 10 times. Yeah. It's just on us. Anything we need to know in the strategy point of view, track, evolution, quite significant. The yellow line is rubber, I think, yeah, and the red line is grip, so yeah, just normal evolutions, no threat of rain or anything coming, so nothing to really worry about. On the, I think the track temperature is starting to drop slightly, but yeah, it's the same for everyone. Seb's tyres are, oof, they're looking very good. Of course, that is against our one stop. Can we change strategy with Seb? Strategy B? Let's go for. Yeah, we're above plan. Let's switch to plan B. Stroll looking good for plan A still. Yeah. I bet we don't have the radio message saying we're on plan B, but we are. Oh, pit stops have started. Right, so where are we? Gasly. I think Gasly was one of the first ones in. I think Gasly was the first one in, so where's he going to come out relative to us? I think we're too far back to make anything in any of these guys, unfortunately. We're going to make some of them, but is that... I don't know where Gasly was running before he came in, actually. So Magnussen, we've passed Magnussen. Oh, Latifi's in as well for Williams, so they are definitely committing to the one stop. So everything can start using the...
You can stop, lift and coast.
A bit more fuel now, because Schumacher has disappeared. Where did that happen? I was sleeping there. So where did they put Magnussen on? Onto the hards. To the end from lap 16 the hard? Maybe it's just their strategy. I don't think they can get the hards to the end. Surely not. Everyone's actually stopped going hard, so soft hard seems to be the favourite strategy at the moment. Latifi on the hard as well. Yeah, it was annoying. I was sleeping there a little bit and Seb dropped miles back for Schumacher. Sainz is in. First of the front runners. So going for the undercut or the... Well, he's coming into nice clear air as well, Sainz. He's... where are we? Okay, he's coming out of the pits here. Beautiful empty track. He's in front of Norris, which is good. So yeah, nice play by Ferrari there. Let's see if Perez reacts next lap. That's Schumacher into the pits, so... I think we can actually start up in the pace a little bit, guys.
Push a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, both drivers can push a bit more, I think. Looking at our projected tyre life, we're above strategy on both of them, so that's good. It's good tyre usage in the good tyre management in the first half of the stint. So pits, we haven't pitted up, so that's Albon in, so that's both Williams made to stop now. So really it all depends on... Somebody's locked up in sector 2. Oh, that's who was that? That was Ocon, I think.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
It was, it was
Let's take a
Ocon.
look at the replay. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. Well, they've lost it. They've locked up.
Stop. I presume we got going again. So that's good. It's a car behind us. So Vettel's in 13th at the moment, that's not too bad. So who have we got still to pit? So Bottas is in, Hamilton's in, Alonso's in, all kinds of action in front. Still, also Perez didn't react to Sainz. Alonso in, I'd say that. Norris is in as well. These guys are all too far ahead of us, I think, to make any difference. So Noda will be the last one to pit here. Is he going to come in? That's Gasly. Yeah, so Noda's in. So, where can we get to? Do we get anything out of this lot? We might get Tsunoda. We might get Norris.
Tsunoda is pitting this lap.
Yeah, we've got Norris as well. P11 for Seb. Good stuff. How is Stroll getting on? Clear track anyway. Yep, we've got Tsunoda as well. P15. Here's our lap times. Stroll's in the 40.8s. Vettel's in the 40.8s as well. So good. Both drivers are in good pace at the moment. Nice clear track for both of them. Still just aware that I'm going to have to start saving fuel at some point with Lance. It's just, when do you tell your driver to slow down and save fuel? Unless he... Maybe once one of these guys gets by, if we can get somebody in front of him that's going faster, and we can hang on to them. like we did with Vettel and Schumacher earlier on, we can maybe use our maybe lift and coast for a few laps. That's Perez and Leclerc in with the same time. And there's Perez. Oh, they have to hold him for Leclerc, so that's going to help Sainz, you would imagine. Russell's in as well, late stop for the Williams. So here comes Carlos Sainz. Yep, to retake the lead by a reasonable margin from Perez after he had to hold him in the pits for Leclerc's stop. That's unfortunate for them. So, is this the first lap that we cross the line and see what everyone's lap times are? After the pit, it's long stops. Let's see what Vettel's doing. 40.8 last lap. 40.7 effectively this lap. 40.0 from Magnussen. 40.8 from Stroll. He's across the line now. 40.7 from Stroll. Yeah, so both cars. Driving well. Stroll is to have a traffic jam behind him. Vettel's just lost the place in Norris. Again, fresh tyres is not unexpected. We're not really in our race, so it's fine.
With a great overtake.
See if you can stay with him. I'm not going to back him off to try and save anything this thing, because these cars are much quicker than us. So if we can keep pushing and stick with him, we'll make progress. What we need to do is keep an eye on Stroll and see once Ricciardo gets by, presumably down this next straight, we're going to do some lifting and coasting for a bit. Try and save some fuel. Down here with DRS, alright. Good exit, he's going defensive though, but I think Ricciardo going to the inside. Yeah, he's going to get him there easily enough. So they'll look at as well.
Still a lot to play for. Save fuel, save fuel.
Yeah, okay.
And hopefully we can hang on to these guys for a little bit and get the benefit of DRS. I'm not telling them driving clean air or anything, am I? Yeah. And if you forget, you leave these options on. Oh, I don't think, is he dropped out? No, he's not dropped out of DRS, so we've got a little bit of a boost there. Although I think Tsunoda's going to be by here, is he? Overtake attempt from Vettel, so Vettel's actually pushing on here with Norris. That's a 39.8, that's a good time. Oh, if he's going around the outside! Ho ho ho, Sebastian! Ah, it's a cheeky move, they're still side by side, oh. That is cheeky. Good lad, Seb. Trying to keep this pace up. So let's keep an eye on the tyres. Yeah, we're still well above Delta for our target for our tyre usage, which is good. Still in the... Yeah, Stroll's still ahead of Tsunoda as well. That's a bit of a surprise. Can we just hang on to the DRS. This next straight as well. Yep, it's open again, so that's good. As long as we just hang on to the DRS from Ricciardo. Gained! Vettel's passed! Past Norris.
Aston Martin with a great play
Oh,
there.
let's watch the
They've
replay.
moved up a place. Here's the replay.
So
Taking a look
DRS.
again, it involves Sebastian Vettel.
Around the outside of DRS, so unless the McLaren's gone into some kind of fuel saving mode at the moment.
A bold move indeed, and with that, they've gained a position.
Oh, the guys like that.
That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
Great stuff. I mean, Norris is going to come back at him down the main straight, of course, but it's not really slowing each other down. That's not too bad. If they're just slipstreaming each other and towing each other straight after straight, and we're not losing lap time, it's not too bad. It's if they start going wheel to wheel in corners and we go backwards. Yeah, here's Norris again. How's Lance getting on? Oh, we're still this. This is a 3-car battle here,
McLaren gain a position.
but we're still hanging in there. And McLaren's both kind of hanging on to McLaren's here, but Stroll's making the fuel work. We're plus 2.2 now. Oh, and he's got on the outside again as well. I thought it was Seb with it last time, wasn't it? So it's almost a carbon copy. Norris and Vettel and Ricciardo and Stroll.
This is good, come on.
Look at the lead that Sainz has got, by the way. He's doing 38 zeros and Perez doing 38 fours. Looking very good for Carlos at the moment. The gap behind, you've got Perez in the distance and Leclerc just coming out the last corner. In fact, you would think that Charles is catching Checo a little bit there. Where's Verstappen got into in all this shenanigans? He's up between the Mercedes. Oh, Stroll's got in by Ricciardo, did he? I missed that. Oh, he's locked up though, he's locked up. Lance, what happened? What happened? Ah, right. Ah, so he got by and then locked up, went wide. Yeah, I don't want to watch the replay, thanks very much. Somebody spun! Somebody spun! Who spun?
Somebody spin out there.
It was Ricciardo!
We can take a look now. Daniel Ricciardo involved here.
Was it on his own or yeah? Oh, he lost the
What a
back, a
spin out.
spin as well. So that's putting behind Lance again. Great stuff. And we're back up to plus with the fuel, so that's good. We've done our fuel saving. How are we on tyres? 48%, 49%. I'm tempted to say we could maybe push on a little bit here. Well above. We've still got, mind you, we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 5 laps to go until our target lap. But how about we let Stroll deploy a little bit here? Use a bit more.
Use energy.
Yep.
Turn the energy up. See if we can pull this gap away from Ricciardo to get advantage of this spin on his behalf. See if we can pull the gap out a bit. Vettel's still hanging on. He's going for another move on Norris. He's got him. Right, let's do the same with Seb. Let's deploy. Let's try and pull away.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Copy.
Let's go. Let's turn it up. See if we can deploy. Break the DRS because we seem to have good pace at this stage. At this stage of the race. No gaps. Has Norris got DRS? No, he does not have DRS. Right guys, sector times. I'm going to want to see some purple, not purples, but green sectors here. Sab's last lap was a green lap. Stroll 2 green sectors there as well. So we want to see. It's the gap to Tsunoda, it's still decent as well, so we're not in danger of catching Tsunoda any. Well, turn the battery up for a few laps, try and put in some good lap times, get a good gap before our pit stops. So I mean, this is it. We're now kind of in sync with the rest of the pack. If we've all got one stop to go, presumably Verstappen's going to stop again at some point. But he's almost. He's finally made it up to P4 as he passed the Mercedes. So if this is us in sync, Vettel's line P11. Or position off of a podium of a point here. Should be an achievement and a half. Looks like he is stretching the gap to Norris, doesn't it? It looks like it to me. It's the interval, 1.2 seconds. This is the stage of the race. I mean, look at that. We're well above Delta. I think we should be aggressive, Seb. Let's take advantage of this.
So we just need to push now.
Copy.
Yeah, let's push. We've got plenty of tyre life left. Gonna have to go back to. If we entered the pit window for our strategy, we're gonna have to start just neutralise. Oh, we're away to run out of VRS on Lance. Let's go to neutral. Let's get Lance to push as well, shall we?
Pick up the pace a bit.
I've just realised something that you guys have probably been shouting at me for, but I believe both drivers are going to be stopping in the same lap, which is silly. So Seb's tyres look a bit fresher, is that right? Where are we in tyre life? See that here, kind of 43% for now, they're both about the same. Seb's got the better pace at the moment. Let's just push him a lot later. Ooh, we're going to be just not but then we're above, so update strategy B. Right, so we're looking at lap 28. And Lance, we're looking at lap 27. Yeah, and they're so far apart, and I'm not giving benefit to one or anything by stopping them early. We're not going to affect either race. Usually the driver in front we get the first stop, the right to stop first since he's ahead, but in this case, with the two drivers quite far away, we're not going to have to worry about anything else because we're in a different strategy from pretty much the rest of the field apart from Verstappen with his early stop. He's not really in our race though, so that's fine. Not quite emptying the battery, are we? We're down to 28% by the end of the lap, that's not too bad. Stroll, mind you, I think we're going to be pretty close to emptying the battery for him. Oh, 10, 9, it's like 6% or more. Oh, I just caught that in time. If you keep them pushing, eventually they'll empty the battery, then you've got to do some charge laps, but we're just about hanging on with Stroll. Right, lap times guys, what lap times you doing? Last lap, 40.1, so we're still not fast, still slower than Ricardo behind. Kind of on pace with Mick though, Mick Schumacher, we're on his kind of pace, which is not bad. Vettel at 40.0, so again we're about half a second slower than Norris is starting to catch us again. It's because of somebody's run wide in sector 2, can't see who it is. It's not Norris, unfortunately.
I think someone's run wide.
Oh, it was the Latifi. Oh, Vettel's starting to defend now, so yeah, Norris is in DRS. Could be a way to lose it here. So, despite our efforts, we just don't quite have the pace, and I think the tyres are really starting to struggle a little bit now as well. These guys did stop, obviously. We are still on the same set of tyres we started the race on, so. Norris gets by, we'll try and charge the battery a little bit rather than attacking him too much and use that trick of hanging into his slipstream. Lance, why is your fuel minus 2.2? You already saved all that, have you used that again? I survived that attack though. Both drivers doing 40.1, so and both cars are running about the same kind of pace, which is good. The see, and here comes Norris. Oh, I thought he was going to turn in there for a turn into him there, but no.
Really?
Don't worry, Sebastian. Keep the head down. Let's do some harvesting.
Get back up.
Save the tyres a little bit as well.
Copy.
Just hang into the DRS zone. Oof. How's things up front? So Sainz is still leading by quite a bit from Perez. Leclerc's starting to close down Sergio a little bit, but he's still not in the DRS zone. Well, it looks like Verstappen's been passed by Hamilton, so Verstappen and his aging hards starting to fall back now. Is he trying to make it to a soft stop for the end, or? Tyres 55%. He's still got plenty of life in his tyre, mind you. His DRS is still closed. Now, I wonder if that's a glitch or if he generally has a DRS issue. I know they can carry DRS issues in the car, so maybe Red Bull have got a DRS issue in his car. He's still fast enough to pass Hamilton in the straight way, so. Yes, I'm starting to lose positions now, I think. That's Ocon, is it, by? Magnussen's having a look.
That's That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Yeah, we've got plenty of battery now, so we can pack up the neutral. I think we're still fine with aggressive. Sorry, standard on the tyres. Sorry, wrong button. Oh, we're well ahead. Yeah, let's use the tyres, shall we? Although it would be good to extend the stint a little bit, just to make sure
Happy to push.
we're not going to be too low on tyres at the end of the race. I mean, it looks on the driver tracker that Stroll is keeping the gap to Ricciardo pretty healthy, and indeed he is. Last lap they were about a tenth in it, but he was indeed keeping the gap to Ricciardo. Look at the Williams. Dropped well off, haven't they? So that's the two of them there that would get lapped. So we're well and truly ahead of Williams this race, but we seem to just be not quick enough to fight with the rest of the midfield. It's really only our crazy one-stop strategy attempt that has pulled us up here into contention for points. Although we're not really in contention for points. Zhou's the fast points runner, and he's almost the length of the pit straight ahead. So this is actually Stroll's optimal lap, but we've still got a little bit of tyre life left, so we're going to put him in attack for his in lap.
Go, go, go.
Okay.
And then we're going to call him in this lap. Pit options. So we want to go into the hard. Everything else is fine. Pit this lap.
We're going to box.
Okay, I'm happy to box.
Stuff, Lance. It's been a good run. 40.2. We're still just losing a little bit of time to the cars around us, but we stop just now. Stick on some fresh boots. That should give us a pace boost. We're going to be one lap after as well, so I think it's going to be touch and go for the end of the race, isn't it? But I think we can make this one stop work. I'm surprised we've got the mediums this far into the race, to be fair. Vettel's going to be struggling for tyres, I think. Where is he?
Got back a bit.
Copy that.
I mean, we could double stack, could we? Yeah, take it. Let's get him in. Let's double stack them. Should be enough time there.
Box, box.
Right, let's see if we can double stack these guys. There should be a gap there. Come on, boys in the pits, you guys can do it. I've got faith in my mechanics. I think Vettel would have just ran out of tyre if I kept him out there.
Copy that. So Sebastian, make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
Here comes Stroll and behind him. Brilliant stop, guys. Can we turn it around? Here comes Lance. Yeah. Fantastic. Like 2.9 second stop. That's not too bad. There's a random tyre line in the pit lane there. Oof, 2.8. Consistency. Well done, guys. Nice work in the pits. Whew. That was a busy lap. Right, how are we doing on pace? Right, we don't want to be pushing right out the door.
Yeah, take it easy.
Copy.
Let's harvest her a bit as well since they're on an out lap. Try and just get that battery back up a little bit. So where did Seb come out? Stroll's in nice clean air. Sebastian is not far behind Mick after all that. He's got nice amount of battery left, nice amount of fuel left. Just run at the medium pace to start, but I don't want to take too much life out of the tyres early, obviously. We do need to get these to the end of the race. It's 27 laps to go, so we're just past halfway. Somebody's locked up somewhere in sector 2. That looks like a Ferrari. Is it Leclerc? It might have been Leclerc.
Is that a lockup?
Yep, it was Leclerc in turn 7. .39.3 for Schumacher. That's absurd. Out lap, so it's a slow lap, but we'll see next time round what kind of pace we've got then. Okay, so let's settle back in again. The second half of the race. So how's things up the front? Verstappen is still racing with these Mercedes. Just can't get clear of these Mercedes. Are they going to box him? What's his tyres? 46%. There's no reason to box him yet. I think they might be trying for the softs at the end, but yeah, he's just swapping places with Hamilton constantly in DRS strain. It's not going to help Indy. So what are we looking at here? So the guys that put on the mediums, oof, getting tight there. Guys that put on the mediums are down to 60%, so a third of their way, or halfway, sorry, to a stop there. And presumably they'll go into the hards. Oh, no, I suppose might get this. So the ones in hards, presumably, apart from Verstappen because they put them on really early, the ones in hards will probably be looking to put softs on at the end. It'll be very quick. The ones in the mediums, then maybe go medium again, maybe go soft, medium, medium. My guess as to what's going to happen here. It's too early to really tell if we're going to be above or below target on tyres, but I'm glad we were able to extend one lap in Seb's case and 2 laps, and it shows that after me changing the strategies around and stuff, still stopped them in the same lap. Right, Lance, you can definitely go back to neutral now, no point sitting on this charge anymore, we've got plenty of battery there. Last laps, all kinds of purple lap times happening at the front there, there's a bit of a charge going on in the top 3. Purple sector times I should say. And what have we got here, so 39.7 from pedal, so yeah, we're still even on fresh tyres, we don't seem to still have the pace of the car in the front really. Stroll at 40.7. I put in a charge, but that was after he spun, of course, wasn't it? So he's quite a bit back. There's Perez. Carlos is controlling this out in front now. He's got a good gap behind Sergio of 8 seconds. Wow. Hamilton, the Hamilton Verstappen show, just like 2021. Except they're not first and second. DRS strain and a half there. Here comes Hamilton past, up the P4. Fuel's getting low. Yeah, you're right. Let's do some lifting coast. Lance, you are using a lot of fuel there.
Save fuel.
Yeah.
Realistically, yeah, we don't have the pace to make any positions, and we just need to consolidate the fact that we're well ahead of the Williams here, I think. Somebody's run wide in sector 3. I thought I'd have seen that. That was in sector 3 there, but look at this.
Look at that! They've run
What was
wide.
Russell, was it? He wouldn't run that wide, because it's just there in the background, although it looks like Alonso's trying to stick his nose up the inside. This is quite the midfield battle here. I say midfield, it's the head of the midfield. Alonso and Russell, yep, he's sticking up the inside there for Fernando. He's never scared to stick his nose in, is he? Verstappen looks like he's broken away. He's broken away from this group a little bit. It's Nando now that's on the charge. Cheeky Nando. Nando and Hamilton, of course, after their real life coming together at the weekend. Let's hope that doesn't happen in the game. See what you can do when we get into DRS zones. Track's now gripping up nicely. High track grip. Rubber's at normal level, whatever that means. Yeah, our race at the moment is just going through the motions really. We've got Vettel's just dropping back from Schumacher, and here comes Fernando. Is he going to be able to go around the outside? And Hamilton, yeah, and Russell's going to sneak through as well, is he? He's going to try. No, oh he is. Ooh. Toto Wolff will be getting a bit nervous there. And with the DRS, here comes Hamilton back again. But no, he's not able to do anything. And the Alpine up to 5th. Cracking drive there for the Spaniard. Somebody spun! Somebody has spun! It's Verstappen, is it? No. It looked like a blue car.
We've had a spin.
It was Perez!
Let's
It was
take a closer
Perez!
look. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez.
It's close behind the close behind the Williams there. I wonder if he'd lost a bit of downforce or something on the exit. It has, it's just gone. Perez, oh dear, and then all of a sudden, it's a Ferrari 1-2. What's happened to the Red Bull charge today? Sainz with a commanding 10-second lead. Leclerc now 2 seconds ahead of Perez after that spin. Verstappen in P4 having finally broken away from the Mercedes back, starting to set off after his teammate. Lance is coming out to be lapped actually with the race leader here. It's not too bad. We made it to lap 35 without getting lapped. What else have we got battles going on? Looked like, yeah, I was going to say there's a battle here. Norris and Ocon having a little fight. Okay, and where are we? So well, it's about 25 seconds for a stop, so that's 22. So we're kind of 3 is 5, 25. So we're kind of looking at from Vettel. We're kind of looking up to Tsunoda, being just about in his pit window. If he was to stop now, of course, he would come out in fresh tyres, and we would have old tyres. So, oh, and Hamilton's going past back for Verstappen again. Oh dear, that must be so frustrating. How are we looking on strategy? Yeah, we're just on target with the tyres, that's good. Target with tyres is good pace, good wear. Stroll could be done with saving a little bit more fuel. As we get lapped here, I think, from Ferrari, so I'll jump to the rearward camera and watch that happen. Please don't get a penalty for ignoring blue flags or anything, Lance. Yeah, he's pulling this. Oh, you don't have to brake. I mean, that was just letting him by, wasn't it? At least get close enough to get DRS. He's not going there though, is he? Oh. Oh yeah, he did get DRS, good stuff. Oh well, at least we benefited a little bit there. Make up for the break that we had to do. Whew. Right. Got some nose cam, not had any nose cam yet. Let's go on board with Seb for a bit. Let's leave it on board with Seb for a bit while I run for a comfort break. Back in a sec. Right, we're back. What did we miss? Not much, Felix, of things. Well, once was ahead of Hamilton again. Verstappen's dropped down to 6th, does he? What a fighting going on here. Right, let's check the tyres out then. How are we getting on with usage? On target, Seb's last lap was a bit slightly over, bit of a downward trend, but no, it looks okay, looks okay. It's quite the battle in the midfield, isn't it? Our guys are just pining around. Really close to ending at the moment. It's quite a sedate time in the race. Even lap time wise. 39.2s, 39.7, so yeah, we're not quick enough to catch the guys in front, and we're slightly slower than Albon actually at the moment. He's putting a bit of a charge in, but where's Alex? So he's at the back of this group. So he's kind of been lapped, so it's probably helping us, to be fair. He's probably not able to unlap himself. It looks like he's got good pace though. It's in the hard. Yeah, they stopped in the hards early, didn't they? So everyone's tyre usage looking. We're getting some people down to the 40s, so Verstappen's down to 30%, so who's going to be on the radio asking about new tyres soon? Bottas 39. We might start seeing the second stops coming into play soon. Back to intervals again. What we say? So 23. Nah, so Noda I think has got an outside of the pit window, but Ricardo's probably still doable. I'm definitely ready to pounce on Schumacher when he comes in. In fact, Schumacher's almost in Stroll's window, isn't he? He's almost in Stroll's window. 25.5 seconds or so, but we just don't have the pace. Unless somebody's locked up though, that could help us. But it's a Ferrari in the background. Ferrari's Sainz, I think, was it? No, Leclerc, was it?
Oh, big lock up there.
That was Leclerc. That's allowed Perez back up to P2 again, so it's not finished at the front yet, by any means. Dive from a Williams in the back, no, a McLaren in the background of the scene. These guys are all over the shop, and still Verstappen hasn't pitted. I mean, you'd think it would make sense to get him out with his gaggle of cars and some fresh air, wouldn't you? That's what I'd be thinking about doing, but if they are trying to stretch it to a soft stint run at the end, then I suppose they just want to keep him out there. Ocon's in. First guy to pit for the second round of stops. So I think he's obviously not somebody that he's running at the mediums. Okay. I thought they'd try and stretch that to softs, but maybe they're in a bit early for softs yet. He's going to come out in nice clear air, I think. Is that Ricardo? Yeah, that's Ricardo heading for the pit. So we thought Ricardo was almost in Stroll's reach, didn't we? Let's watch the Ricardo stop. Nice and straightforward, unfortunately for us. Yeah, he's going to be well out in front of Lance actually. Yeah, nowhere near him. Half the straightaway. But we have got on with Seb, so that's good. The P16. Albon's in. So the Williams definitely doing the 2-stop route, as I think everybody probably is, to be fair. what's the data? I think we have tyre history here, yeah, so we can see. So here's Verstappen's early stops. Still running, he's done 32 laps in those. That set of hards at the moment. Well, that was ours. Yeah, there's Ricardo. Just changed tyres, obviously. Let's get back to the track action. Right, where are we? And that's Albon pitting in, isn't it? Coming out. The back of the field. What are Ricardo's lap times? That's the interesting thing. Of course, we're a bit early to find out, aren't we, with sectors. Sectors will tell us. Vettel doing some green sectors, that's good to see. Stroll's still minus 0.6 laps of fuel. Struggled to get to the end with him, aren't we? He was up at points during the race as well. It's weird. Difficult to know whether to believe that or not. Because he was definitely like up like 4 laps or 2 laps at one point. Still that fuel saving mid race. It's a Ferrari in. It's the race leader in fact. Which gives Perez the lead. Is Leclerc going to move up to second as well, I think? Yep, he's going to get second. And Verstappen might actually... Now he's... Oh, it's going to be close between Verstappen and Sainz. So we head into turn 1. Sainz has just got the advantage. So I take it, yeah, Alonso, Hamilton both has all pitted. That's why Verstappen's in clear air there. He's still got Russell all over the back of him. Yeah, Sainz is going to pull away for these guys with these new tyres on, so he should be safe enough from them. Oof! Russell chopping the nose off Verstappen there. Very busy in the pits, and they're all out now. Ricardo doing green sectors, so you'd expect that, of course. He's quite a way behind Seb, so that's Norris in. One of the softs, yeah, this is what we expected from some of these guys, the soft tyres at the end. Yeah, again, we're not going to... That's Tsunoda boxing though. Behind, so Tsunoda, he's the one that I thought were on the cusp of. Then, on to the softs.
Tsunoda's pitching this lap.
Okay, so that's an exit, and here comes Seb in the pit straight, so it's going to be close, but I think we might have him. Yeah, there's Sebastian, so we've just about... Oh no, what happened there? It's like he stopped. We didn't get him. Oh. Not that we would have been able to hold him behind anyway, I suppose, with the brand new soft tyres, but still. I don't know what happened there. No, that's Perez and Leclerc in the pits. Sainz in a purple final sector, who's absolutely flying. Is Verstappen? No, Verstappen's still not in either. Oh, he was underneath George Russell there. Verstappen's still with the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, so we can't hang on to Tsunoda either. So Ricardo, of course Schumacher as well. We're waiting for Schumacher to come in because he hasn't pitted for a second time yet, has he? Yeah, still one stop for Schumacher, so potentially we could get Mick here, and if we can hang on to our position for the end of the race, that would be not too bad, I think. We're looking good in both cars. Stroll's kind of a little bit in no man's land, to be fair. It's not worth asking him to push any. He's trying to save fuel to get into the end. Vettel's the one that's with a chance of making some places, I think, here. What time is it actually in the real world? Oh my god, it's 5 to 10. Once the pit stops have eked out, that's Russell and Verstappen. Oh, both stopping at the same time. Oh dear, that is not what Red Bull wanted to see. Got into the softs. They're going to have to hold him. Yeah, Russell's out in front again. That is not what Verstappen wanted to see. Russell doing a chance here for Hamilton's going to jump them as well, obviously, with the pit still. It's all going to kick off. Alonso's by. Of course, they undercut them, didn't they? Stopping early. Oh, it's all to do for Verstappen now then. He's on the same tyres as the cars in front and he's P8 just. Bottas just pinched the fastest lap there as well. Wow. It's all kicking off. What's Sebastian doing just spinning around there? What kind of lap times are we turning, do you think? Lap history. Vettel. He's second with 38.9 a couple of laps ago, or a lap ago. 40s. 40's a slow lap. 39.1, 39.2, see that's not too bad. It's Stroll able to 38.8. I'm starting to turn up some pace. Stroll's fuel. Still can't ask him to drive a bit quicker. Schumacher's still not been in the pits. I thought doing some green sectors though. Mick on the hard tyres, still got 42% of his tyres left, he could be going well deep into the race. He's doing 38.6, he's actually got a bit more pace than we do at the moment, which is not great news. He's only 8 seconds ahead, so we should still get him in the pits. I don't want to push just now, I'd rather save some battery and push when the other cars are going fast. And they come up behind us. So DP in, last of the Williams stops. There's Mick in, there's Schumacher in, right. Let's see how far back he comes out then. Long pit lane when you're at the end of it, isn't it? In fact, Vettel's passed him already, so yeah, we shouldn't be under threat, hopefully. Depends what the pace is on those new softs. Like an okay-ish stop. Ricardo's passed him as well. But yeah, Stroll's too far back. So P15, that looks like this is our place. I can't see us catching him. It depends what Ricardo's doing behind. What's Ricardo's pace behind? Oh, he's very fast. Right. Let's fast forward, shall we? Since there's nothing really going to happen now until Ricardo catches Seb. And once Ricardo gets within a couple of seconds, we'll try and give Seb a bit more juice and pace and see if we can move ahead. So we'll move on to driver tracker view. So here's Vettel, the white one. There's Ricardo behind him. I'm just going to ping it straight to 16 times speed. Boom. So keep an eye on here. He is catching, but not. It's not in the danger zone yet, I don't think. So notice, kind of not pulling away too much either, but Ricardo definitely catching now. Let's have a look at the intervals. So 2.7 seconds, I think we can still cope with some more. Oops. Play a bit longer, 2.4, 2.3, 2.2, 2.1. That's 2 seconds the gap. In fact, Sainz has just passed him for the lapping. So let's go back here and right. Let's do some deployment, Seb.
So use energy.
And be a bit more aggressive.
Copy.
So we are above Delta
Push now.
with the tyres. Actually, Stroll has got some tyres he can use as well. Let's go more aggressive with him.
We're good to push.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, let's just keep an eye on this ERS from Vettel. there's Sainz. The thing is, Ricardo's hanging onto the back of Sainz with a lapped car. He's using his DRS, that's not good. Again, Ricardo is taking the edge off his tyres though, so hopefully. Oh, as long as we don't pull to the side here and let Sainz by as soon as he's behind us, and then Ricardo goes by as well. That will be soul destroying after all this work. Looks like Stroll's got plenty of battery as well. We'll live out and deploy a little bit.
Energy if you need it.
Yeah.
I have to go back to neutral with 7 energy or we're going to run out of battery. Tyres getting a little bit warm, they're saying. It was a good lap. Just pegged the gap at 2 seconds. Oh, it's coming closer because he's in Sainz's DRS. Oh, this is not going to go well. Perez and Leclerc are having a little battle back there as well. Oh, here we go. So he's slowing down. Oh, and there's Ricardo. Don't let Ricardo by. Deploy, deploy. Perhaps you go defend.
Need it.
Okay.
Sebastian sounds bored. Sainz still there, so we're still just picking up the DRS from Sainz a little bit. Oh, I can't help but think this is a losing battle we're fighting here. Leclerc just takes the fastest lap. Or did he know he's got past by Perez? That's why they're jumping around it there. Oh, Ricardo's just too close here. Please open DRS, please open. No, I didn't open. Oh. And through goes Ricardo. Ah. Oh. Because of the lap traffic as well. Lance is almost out of ERS.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
That was a terrible overtake. Oh, here comes Sebastian back though. Has he got enough? Oh, he's going to try it. It's so close. He's got him though. He's got him. He's back ahead.
That's it.
Oh,
but Ricardo's still there.
Looks like Aston Martin
Wheel to
just
wheel.
gained a race position.
Through multiple corners. Can he get a front here? No, Ricardo's coming back again. Was he ahead or behind in the DRS? No, he got the DRS as well.
You are joking.
No, I know. I feel you. And he got the DRS to pull ahead.
McLaren gain a position.
This is tyres. Tyres still looking okay. Tyres still looking okay. Five laps to go. Just let's try pushing the fuel a little bit as well.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Copy.
He's got 1.2 extra laps, it says, so let's try and use that fuel. Six laps to go. I think Ricardo's just too fast. Somebody's run wide in sector 3. Doesn't think it affects us at all.
They've gone wide.
It's Alonso. Oh, that's affected that midfield battle, though, hasn't it? Bottas is sitting in P4 now. It's going to be a cracking result for Alfa Romeo. Somebody's locked up. Sector 1. I don't know who that is. It's not Ricardo though. It'd be handy if it was.
I think there's been a lockup.
That's Alonso again. Oh dear. Fernando falling to bits out there. No, I think Ricardo's away, isn't he? What's the... We're not even doing personal best now. Yeah, 37.9. McLaren's just too fast. See what they do this time round. Ricardo, 37.2. Seb, 37.8.
5 more laps.
It's back to normal with the fuel.
Okay, happy to lift and coast.
Okay, copy.
Good land's getting on. Not really much happening here. Again, we're faster than the cars behind and slower than the cars ahead, so kind of no man's land really. Is that Perez and Leclerc again? It's getting tight here for P2. Mick Schumacher just ahead of them, so yeah, so Mick's not really catching Vettel. He is, but not fast enough, which is fine. And looks like Leclerc's going to get over the position here. Yep, on DRS. Yeah, photo finish between those two. So we should be okay on fuel. Still saying that Stroll's minus on fuel. Tell him to conserve. I think that's just tires. I don't think it actually helps these.
So 4 more laps to go, 4 more laps.
Just tell Stroll to try and charge his ERS a bit, maybe that'll help the fuel usage, I don't know. So they've gotten past Schumacher of these two, but they're still at it. Perez coming back again up the inside. Yep, he's gonna get him. Really just depends what lap when they cross the line, what position they're in, doesn't it? 'Cause they're so close. Leclerc does have the fastest lap though. Verstappen still in front of it. He's managed to get in front of this lot at least. But he came out at the back of the queue, so he has worked his way up to P4, so it's damage limitation for Verstappen after the contact at the start of the race, and yeah, I think he's done pretty well, all things considered. And Carlos Sainz here, of course, this would be his first win in F1. He's got a huge gap to the cars behind. He can really just cruise home now. Really where the battle is then for P2. Too much else happening on the track. I see Bottas is...
3 more laps, 3 more laps.
I'm looking at the lap count thing and why is it saying 3 more laps, but it's because we've been lapped. So he's saying 3 more laps, but I think he actually means 2 because we're actually a lap down. So the computer's not taking account of that yet. Bottas going to lose out to Hamilton here for P5. No, the Mercedes doesn't have the straight line speed, even with DRS open. Oh, and Perez is back up again, P2. McLaren looks like he's battling here as well. Is that Ocon? Yeah, Ocon and Norris. From the lower positions, plus, and there's Joe's. So yeah, Guan Yu Zhou looking like he's going to score points in his first race. Good for him. Gap behind there, so Carlos is coming out to start his final lap now. Leclerc's back ahead of Perez again. %, 44%, yeah, the tyres are fine in both drivers. I think we can probably go down to standard now, we don't need to push too much.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah.
Last lap for Sainz. Yeah, the crowd, the last lap.
Last lap. Last lap.
Carlos going to take his first Grand Prix win by the looks of things. Who's going to be second though? At the moment Leclerc's held it into turn 1. Second DRS zone here up the hill. This is where Perez passed a couple of laps ago. It's a little bit further back, but no, he's coming, he's coming. No, he can't do it. So he's got one more DRS zone, Sergio, to make it happen. Or it's going to be a Ferrari 1-2. That's Lance across into his last lap as well. Let's see if he gets to the end of the race with this fuel issue. I'll try telling him to conserve. Catching Sebastian as well, and Mick's been dragged along in the battle here, but I don't think they're going to get him. No, Sergio's not going to do it either, is he? No. So it looks like that's going to be it. Unless something drastic happens in the last straight, I think we're going to be looking at a Ferrari 1-2 for the first race of the year. Here comes Carlos out of the last corner. Take his first Grand Prix win, well done to him. Congratulations, Sainz. Is it going to be Leclerc for P2? It looks like it is. So despite Sergio's best efforts, Ferrari 1-2 at the line.
Crosses the line first. He's taken the win.
And that's us across the line to finish. Well done, Seb. P16. Didn't have the pace to get Ricardo at the end, but we got Mick. That was where we started, wasn't it? I think it was the 16th, 17th we started. So yeah, it's about the best we could hope for, I think. In hindsight, Schumacher across the line, obviously. Here comes Lance, take home P18, dropped the position, but at least he didn't run out of fuel. Because, of course, he got lapped. That's why he didn't run out of fuel. Fantastic. Whew, well done. Right, let's fast forward to the end of the race. See what the fallout is. And call that a night. Oof.
Sebastian Vettel with a comfortable result for his team here.
Yeah, it's a thing that's comfortable, so... Okay, I mean that's kind of what we
Aston
expected.
Martin had a good enough weekend, but there's still some margin for improvement
Oh,
here.
there's a lot of margin
Yes,
improvement,
this was
but...
a contrasted performance, but there were some good moments. There is promise here of great things down the line.
Ah, the team look happy
The
enough,
race
don't
wrapped
they?
up, the team is ranked in 9th in the constructor standings.
Ah, there we go, we're
The
ahead of
teams now
Williams.
look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
Whew, well that was an epic race. Well, epic from a point of view of length. Not so much action. It was quite sedate in the back there, but yeah, we made the one stop work on both cars, and we came home 16th and 18th, so not bad. We bet the Williams, which I think is our realistic target at the moment, so good stuff. Championship wise, yeah, I mean we haven't scored any points, but because of finishing position, we're ahead of Williams. There we go, experience points for both drivers. Forgot that Nico was our reserve driver, of course. Good. Aye, good weekend from experience gain and things. Yeah, overall, pretty solid. What did the finances say? We made 3.8 million. Nobody got a bonus. Good stuff. What are the bonuses? They got a bonus of finishing 10th or higher. And goodness, didn't finish 10th or higher. Yeah, we made 3.8 million. Come on, that can't be too bad a weekend. Fantastic. Right, there we go. So, that's it. I'll get back to my desk. I've got lots of emails in the inbox to answer here. We'll have to look ahead to the next Grand Prix in Jeddah, see what we're going to do to try and beat anybody. And yeah, there we go. First night, first day of the championship done, first race of the championship done. We've got a lot of work to do, but let's just bed in and see what we can find. Thanks for everyone who tuned in. Hope you all enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Night night, folks. See you later.